Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram. Om Namo Bhagavate Vaivasvataya Mrityave Brahma Vidyacharya Nachiketa Secha. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Today we begin the second chapter of this Kathopanishad. In this chapter also there are 3 sections, and this section is called a Valli. The meaning of the word Valli is a creeper. A creeper, it goes round a tree, or it just goes spreading. So, the knowledge which is given here, various aspects of this knowledge also are given, and is spreading beautifully. And the creepers look very beautiful. No? So here we are seeing the first one. As far as the theme of this Upanishad is concerned, it is already really dealt with in the first chapter. But when you meet a person also first time, only first in the first introduction, acquaintance, familiarity, and slowly you come to know more and more about that. Even when we gain new knowledge, first you have to become really familiar with it, know it well. And that's what we are going to do in this second chapter. Also we know, as a student in our student life, when we study some lessons, it is very necessary that we have to revise. A vision and a revision. You know that even when the students just go to the examination hall also, the last minute also they go on just looking for that. So here is a revision, knowing more and more, and various aspects of that knowledge. See now what was said, that this Atman, na sarvesham prakashate, it is not known to everybody, but drishyate to agrya buddhya, but sukshmadarshi people see it. So the question is, why is it that some people see it and others are not able to see? There must be some obstacles, something must be preventing. So what are the causes that which prevents this experience, realization? That we should know. Because if we know them, we can remove them, then only we can have this knowledge and we can enjoy the result of this knowledge. With all these obstacles, there is no joy then. Therefore now we begin. Now this very first mantra is very famous. And when I say famous means, among the students and teachers of the Vedanta, naturally, it's a most beautiful mantra. The first one. Paranchikhani Vetrunat Sayambhu Tasmat Parang Pashyati Nantaratman Kaschid Dhiraha Pratyagatmanam Aikshat Avrutta Chakshu Amrutatvam Icchan. A very strange statement is made here. Paranchi khani vyatranut swayambhu. Swayambhu, Swayambhavati, that Paramatma who is self-existent. Not his existence not depending on anything else. That Paramatma, Swatantraha, independent. And that independent Paramatma, Vyatrunat, he killed. What? Hinsitavan. Vyatrunat. This verb has come from the root truh. Truh means to kill, to injure, to hurt. Vyatrunat. And he killed what? Khani. Khani. Khamkhe khani. The only one word kha has got many meanings. But here, direct meaning is these apertures we have got in our body. One meaning called chidra also. The aperture, golakas, the two eyes, the ears, two nostrils, not two noses, two nostrils. And of course the mouth also is there. See, so these golakas, but the golakas have meaning only when the sense organ is there. So by the word khani, the apertures not only meant, but the sense organs are meant. Upalakshitani, indriyani. That means what? He killed the senses. What a peculiar sentence. And what are these senses? Paranchi. Para. Anchi. Anchi means to go out. Para means outside. These senses are made in such a way, they are extrovert, they go out. They go out means they only perceive the world of objects, sound, color, taste, touch, form and all that, smell, right? By making them in this way, he has killed them. Now somebody may say, this is a very peculiar kind of statement. What is the meaning of killing? We'll see more and more. And because they are made extrovert, what happens is, tasmat parang pashyati. Tasmat, therefore, parang means outside things. Pashyati, he sees. Now, a very interesting thing is, khani is pancha jnanendriyani. So, parang pashyanti he did not say. Pashyati is a singular name. That means what? A person who has got these five sense organs, with these five senses, this man therefore sees only the outside world. Na antaratman. Although the antaratman, sambodhan vibhakti here, but it is dvitiya bhakti should be antaratmanam. He does not see the inner self. Oh, slowly the meaning will become clear. What has happened? The man is through the senses only seeing the outside world and he does not see his own self. This is an obstacle. The senses have become an obstacle now, perception thinking. If we only insert one word, as though, then it will become a little different. As though he has killed. Here killing is what? He has not killed the senses. Actually the man, now who only uses the senses and loses his sense of discrimination and proportion, right? Actually the man is killed only. Because all the time seeing outside, na antaratmanam, does not see it. Suppose the senses were made in such a way, seeing the inside, then The person would have seen the Atma Tattva immediately, but they are made outside, outward. So he goes on, out, goes on and on and on. And repeated janam marana, isn't it? So as though the jiva, because of these extroverted senses, is killed only. Because samsaram only. So then, what to do? At the same time, we have to live with our senses. He said, but there comes the one wonderful person. Kaschid dhiraha pratyagatmanam aikshat. Kaschid means some rare individual, about which we have already seen earlier, that this Atma Tattva for majority of people not available even for hearing. They don't even know. And those who know, they don't have any desire to know it. And even if you desire it, they don't put forth any effort. So some rare individual starts thinking, all the time I am seeing the world. It is very tempting, attractive and all that. And all the time seeking that happiness also outside. But every time, you say, I am cheated. There must be something wrong. Like in the desert, someone is thirsty, walking, traveler, and he sees the water. Now the senses are reporting to him. And then he goes and goes. Who is cheated? The man is cheated. The traveler, then he starts thinking, it's very strange. The more I walk, farther it is going. There must be something wrong. Isn't it? Whatever the function of the senses, that will be there, they will see outside world. But Dhira Purusha, the word Dhira has come so many times since Kathopanishad, and Bhagavan Sri Krishna also is very fond of the word Dhira. In the Bhagavad Gita also you will find. Dhira, what he does, Viveki. Then he develops Vairagya for the world of objects. And then he says, I think maybe my direction of search is wrong. Vivek Jagrut hota hai. And that with Vivek Vairagya, that's called Viveki, Dhiraha. In the word Dhira, both meanings are there, of dispassion and also discrimination. That Dhira, Kaschid only some rare, Pratyagatmanam Aikshat. Pratyagatma. Pratyaka means the inner self, about which we said it is hidden in the cave of the heart. That person turns his attention to the inside. Aikshat, literal meaning is he saw. That means what? Any person, even now in the present time also, if can do it, pashyati then. It's a question of becoming a Dhira Purusha. I was giving the example, somebody swimming against the current in the river. But Bhagavan Shankaracharya has given the example of Dhira Purusha, not only swimming against the current, he turns the very direction of the river only opposite. Has got such kind of Purushartha, पूरे नदी का ही डायरेक्शन बदल देंगे. That means what? The senses are going out, out, out. Turn their hours. उल्टा ही कर दिया उसको. उलटा भाई मेरी नयन पुतरिया. Now, प्रत्येक आत्माराम ऐक्षत. And how did he do it? avrutta chakshuhu. Avrutta chakshuhu. Swami Akhandanji Maharaj, a very interesting thing about this avrutta. He said he is not said avrutta chakshuhu. Avrutta, double T is there. Avrutta chakshu. Because avrutta, if you say, then you're closing the eyes. If you only close our eyes, we will not see anything. But we don't become wise, or we may go to sleep also. So the implication of that avrutta chakshu is not only the gaze is turned away from the outside, but towards this self. That's called avrutta chakshu. Then the question is, but why so much struggle? Why is he doing all this? Amrutatvam ichchanda. Ichchanda, desiring the immortality, the amrita swarupa atmanubhava. Samodate modaniyam hi labdhva. Because he has understood everything is only changing, vinashi. No permanent ananda can be there in the outside world. At the same time, I have the experience of ananda. So I can't say ananda is something non-existent. Then if it is not outside, then it must be my own self. That's what Vivek comes and he turns. Now, we have seen the meaning, little more now. So what is the meaning is, as though this Bhagavan has killed the senses. In the sense, the person becomes identified with them and goes on seeing the outside world, and then our mind goes along with perception. My eyes will see only one object, but seeing that person, their mind has got many memories and all that, and where that it will go then? So it doesn't remain that at one place, it just goes farther and farther and farther, away and away from the own self. Suppose the senses were not like that, the man would not have one like that. Right? But now the dhirata is like this. What is that? We have to use the senses only in such a way that our mind becomes an introvert. For example, a student, a seeker, using his feet only will go to a teacher or not. Instead of going to a nightclub, go to an ashram and go to a teacher. So you are using the legs, organ of action. Then you do the namaskar, your hand. Prostrate before the Guru. With your eyes you are seeing the Guru. I say, hey Guru, please enlighten me. So you are using your speech also. And I want to serve you. The Guru says, sit, listen. So now you are using the ears or not? You are using. But when you do Vedanta Shravana with your ears, that Vedanta Shravana takes your mind to your own self or not? Right? Then it is said, mantavyaha, what you hear, you must think. So your now mind is not Vishaya Chintana, which is not doing, brooding over the sense objects, but it is now thinking over the knowledge gained. Right? True, the senses are made outside. But if we see outside only and then seek our happiness, pleasure outside, then it's a problem. Because in that case, we just go away and away from our own true self. But if you listen, if you see, and think in such a way of that which will take your mind to your own self. That is called turning, avrutta chakshu. The other method is what? If my eyes see some object, generally I go on thinking about that object. Instead of that, avrutta chakshu means think, who is the seer of this? The mind has turned aside. That was the best method which Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi used to adopt, when people used to come. Bhagavan, I have a question. Who is the one who has the question? This question or that question is all right. Who has the question? I have the. Who is this I? Who has this question? So the mind is taken away from whatever all the preoccupation with the other things. The mind is taken to this inquiry, all self-inquiry. This is called avrutta chakshu. Eyes are seeing the object. Yes. Right? But who is seeing the eyes? Then comes to mind. How the mind is thinking. More exercises will be given here in this Upanishad. How to do the avrutta chakshu. And for what then? Amrutatvam icchan. Moksha ichcha. Amrutatva ichcha. Then no more coming the trap of the samsara. What was said? Tad Vishnohu paramam padam. Tat padam indicated by Om. Avyaktat param. Already it is pointed out. That Amrutatva Swarupa he gains. Go on thinking about this shloka mantra. In Vedanta, they say, the method of thinking, Anubandha Chatushtaya, who is the student, what is the subject matter, what is the result. Apply that method and think over this mantra. That is exercise for you. Paranchikhani Vyatranat Swayam. Understand what is the meaning of killing. You don't have to kill, literal meaning of a killing or hurting. Actually, the person who has these senses and becomes more and more extrovert only, he destroys himself. But if he understands, then he uses the senses only in such a way that the mind becomes introvert, turned towards the self. And that's called dhiraha kaschit, rare individual. Pratyagatmanam aikshat. So what is the obstacle here? Extrovertedness of the senses and our mind. That is the problem. Because of it, we just go out and out and out. And don't see this. Okay? Now, the next mantra. How it happens now. Paracha kaman anuyanti balaha te mrutyoryanti vitatasya pasham atha dhira amrutatvam viditva dhruvam adhruveshu iha na prarthayante. Paracha kaman anuyanti balaha. Balaha literally meaning is children. Children, what they? Anuyanti, they go after. What? Parachaha kaman means external objects. Because they are very attractive, glamorous, tempting. Right? So they fall prey to that. How the little children also, they are children, they give a little one toy, I am very happy. Then you little chocolate, very, very happy and all that. I read somewhere, only the difference between the children and the grown-up people is only the prices of their toys. The elderly grown-up also are playing with toys only. Huh? Right? Or kaka, and when they get this, they get that, they're so happy. Huh? I got a job, very happy. Got a promotion, very happy. Promotion means they found a person whom they can blame for any failure. And all kinds of, and then, I got bonus, I got this, I got that. I'm so happy, little things only. I always stay only in a 5-star hotel. Oh. And there also I stay only in presidential suite, Oh, achha. Then, I'm happy because of that. Bala means even grown up, but buddhi is like. From the spiritual knowledge standpoint, they have to learn a lot. अभी बच्चे ही हैं सब. That's what the ऋषि मुनि say. हाँ, I am not saying. मैं खुद ही बच्चा हूँ तो और क्या उससे क्या बोलूँगा. पराचक कामान अनुयंति बालाः ते मृत्योर यंति विततस्य पाशम. Then they go where? The whole net that is spread by Lord Yamaraj, they are caught. See now, here Pasha does not mean only that they die. What is the meaning? Already we have seen the Mrityu Mukhatmi, Avidya, Kama, Karma. See, now they fall prey to this temptation, now this glamour, then some kind of vulgar, criminal, immoral, or even the so-called very good work also they do. Only desire is only for some heavens. So they are still only in that trap. Samsara only. Because Yamraj just... And we also got www. World Wide Web. There only people are caught up continuously, completely. पराचक कामान अनुयंति बालाः ते मृत्योर यंति विततस्य पाशम अथ then धीराः again see धीरा but wise people अमृतत्वं विदित्वा understanding that ध्रुवम अध्रुवेषु इह न प्रार्थयन्ते. They know why everything is adhruvam, anitya, ephemeral, temporary. In this temporary, the eternal thing cannot be found. All these fleeting objects and pleasures, if I think I will get eternal happiness, that thinking itself is wrong. Nothing wrong with the objects, because objects can give only what they have. The whole problem is of wrong thinking. So, Dhira Purushas, Viveki Purusha understand that. And they don't run after it. They say, well, it is there, let it be there. Those who want those, let them also go on searching for that. But I have nothing to do with it. Now, in this mantra itself, in the first 2 lines, you will find those people who follow prayer's marg. And the next 2 lines, what's called Shreyas Marga. In the very beginning, these 2 paths were shown or not. Shreyascha, Preyascha, Manushya. So in this one mantra itself, that is pointed out. Clear? So the obstacle is because of sense perceptions, our mind becomes more and more extrovert. That is the obstacle. So Viveki Purusha understand that and they turn that gaze towards the self. If you don't, then you will get caught up here and there. Wise people don't fall in that trap. Now what was said, Avrutta Chakshuhu, Amrutatvam Icchan, Dhira Purusha says, how Beautiful mantras are there. Now following, they will tell you how to see the Atma Tattva. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.